Thoughts arise in mind as like waves arises in the ocean. This process is common to all the people. But what is the difference between an ordinary man and a noble person? Simple. Noble person convert thoughts into letters on paper immediately, but ordinary man can do that. Noble person thinks again what he was noted on the paper, then immediately other thought generate in the mind as a progression to the before idea. Again and again new thoughts are adding to previous thoughts. These are like links in a chain. If a thought of first link is expressed to the people, it is easily understand to all of them. But a thought expressed which had after many links, it is too much confused to the people and it cannot understand easily. If someone explains that a step by step as logically, then everyone will exclaim wow. Then all of them understood and believe it automatically. These are called paradoxes. Paradoxes are a deep understanding truth of a subject. Ordinary people simply don't believe that. There are so many paradoxes in physics. Let we discuss some of them in this video. Let us take a cat, a gas poison box and a radioactive atom. Radioactive atom set in the poison box. If radioactive atom release the radiation, then immediately open the poison box and leak the gas poison, then cat will die. This arrangement keep in a box and seal that. Then wait for a while. After that open the box. Whenever we open the box, the only one situation that appears to us, either the cat is dead or cat is alive. If the radioactive atom release the radiation, then the cat will die. If the radioactive atom will not release the radiation, then the cat is alive. In these two situations, only one is appearing to us. But what happened in the box before we had opened? That is the point we want to know. Okay, let us discuss. The main role playing in the box is atom, means radioactive atom. Before we had opened the box, there are two situations at a time running simultaneously. One is that cat is dead and the other is that cat is alive. If atoms released the radiation, the cat died, or atoms did not release the radiation, then the cat was alive. Because of atoms having a special character which is called superposition. A superposition means atoms are present in two or more positions at a time. In the Young double-slit experiment, electrons enter the two slits at a time in the wave nature. When we particularly observe the electron, then suddenly collapse the wave pattern and enter into a single slit. Then the pattern was changed. This is called particle pattern. In the box also, before we had opened that, the atoms are in superposition state. So automatically cat also lie in the superposition state. When we open the box, then suddenly collapse the wave function and appears its particle nature only. Means only one situation, either cat is dead or cat is alive. As long as we don't notice the universe particularly, the universe is in the state of superposition. When we watch the universe, then collapse the wave nature and appears as a particle nature. So this is an illusionary world. Everything we see here is just Maya. The superposition of atoms is real and proved. This character of atoms is successfully using in quantum computers. That's why quantum computer calculated the problem simultaneously many ways at the same time if the variable having different values. Particle nature is always simple and described by mathematics, but wave nature is complex and challenging to the mathematics. Thus, we are observing the universe nature is simple and illustrated. But when we are not observing, the universe is an unillustrated and wonderful. So the wonderful universe we can't observe forever. Do aliens can observe the wonderful universe? Write your opinion in the comment section. If you build a time machine and you travel into past and met your grandfather, that time he was unmarried. Suddenly if you kill your grandfather, then how would your father be born? And again, how would you be born? Then how can you do time travel? This is called grandfather paradox. From this grandfather paradox, a question arises to us. Is it time travel possible? Time travel is possible and scientists proved future time travel successfully. How it means? When scientists enter into the space-time fabric is not bent. But at our Earth, space-time was bended due to the mass of Earth. So time passed slowly at our Earth, but time passed slightly fast in space. due to relativity of both times space having advanced timelines. So when scientists enter into space, then automatically enters into the future. So the future time travel is possible. Past time travel was not proved by scientists. Just because it is not proven, that does not mean it is impossible. If past time travel is impossible, then space-time warping, black holes, wormholes, white holes, these are all only imaginations. But scientists already proved the space-time warping through gravitational lensing and time dilation, and they released recently many black hole pictures. The Google lab created tiny wormholes also. Then how can past time travel is impossible? The scientists studied deeply and said one interesting thing. Past time travel is possible, but we cannot change the past. If you try to change the past, then any one situation definitely stops you. If one cannot change the past, but what is the use of the time travel? Comment your opinion. If we think there is 2 electrons in an atom, the 2 electrons revolves around the center. If one electron follows a clockwise direction, then another follows anti-clockwise direction. It means if one electron follows plus of spin, then another follows minus of spin. Now we select 2 electrons randomly and project one electron to the far left side of the universe and second one to the far right side of the universe. Then both electrons revolve around the universe, same like revolve around the atom. Means one electron starts revolve in a clockwise direction, then immediately another starts anti-clockwise direction. Or first one select anti-clockwise direction, second one starts clockwise direction immediately. The distance between both electrons having thousands of light years. If the light wants to travel between the 2 electrons, it takes thousands of years. But information reached one to another within seconds. It is called quantum entanglement. How it is possible? If it is possible, information travels more than light speed. But it is impossible. According to Einstein theory, no one can travel more than light speed. If anyone can travel like that, the formulas of quantum mechanics taking divert into wrong routes. This is called EPR paradox. EPR paradox means the scientists Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen all of thrice developed paradox. Einstein described this paradox as the spooky action at a distance. In 1980, scientist Alan Aspect proved that quantum entanglement is real. For this achievement, he won the Nobel Prize in 2022. The property of atoms of quantum entanglement is used successfully in quantum computers nowadays. There are 2 identical twins named Alice and Bob. Alice stayed on Earth, but Bob traveled to space in rocket for a long distance. Many years later, Bob came to the Earth. Now Bob is younger than Alice, both ages having a great difference. This is called the twin paradox. Why was it happen? Because Alice was spent on unaccelerated Earth frame and Bob was spent in accelerated rocket frame. That's why the biological function of the body disturbed and noticed as less age of the Bob. This is Albert Einstein's time dilation paradox related to the special theory of relativity. The twin paradox is real and scientists already proved this. In GPS satellites, the clocks run slowly than clocks runs on our Earth due to time dilation. So scientists adjust the clocks every day. Scott Kelly and Mark Kelly are identical twins. Scott Kelly has identified 5 milliseconds less age than Mark Kelly because of he spent 340 days in space. Many years before, if aliens started to visit our Earth, then they can reach or die due to become old. Comment your opinion in the comment section. Thus, Einstein ideas, Schrödinger equations, Newton theories, basic principles in physics, wonders of nature, strangers in space, not only these in our physics channel, comes as shorts and videos of complexical deep subject points changes into simple stories to understand all of the people very easily.
So subscribe and watch the channel. Thank you.